Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing out here? Out in the wild, wild world. With your lives and such. Oh, it's Fabled. I thought it was, what's that? That Ghost Trick. I think they use the same music for the Ghost Trick one. What's up, Jono? What's up, Zaki? How are you guys doing? Matthew! Welcome to the stream. Alrighty, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Hello, doodles. Welcome to the stream. The whole gang is here. Well, except for Ole. Ole, I think, has a board game club at this time. Doing alright, had a bit of a long day. I heard that, Zaki. I too... Actually, today's been kind of chill, but I'm in the long day club most of the time. Honestly, doing worse than last stream. It's okay, though. I'm sorry, Giorno, that's rough. But hey, I hope that you find peace of mind in this lifetime. And also that I hope you find some joy and community and wonder and friendship and fellowship of the ring. And joy and everything in this particular stream. Vanker Soul K9 next pack. Zaki is about to never shut up about something as soon as that pack releases. Let's go. Alright, so first duel of the night is not super yummy. First duel of the night is gonna be in the Fusion Synchro Festival, cause your boy needs cash. Bro, I'm just excited. I know. I'm excited as well, dude. We're just ribbing. Okay, well this hand is fun. Oh ho ho ho. Oh ho 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 ho, my friend who doesn't have a name. Boy, did you waste that Mulchummy on the wrong opening hand. Two? Two Mulchummies wasted on a bricked hand. Oh, we love to see it. We love to see it. It's literally my favorite thing in the world because I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do that. Have fun, homie. Oh. Feed it to me slowly like grapes. That is delicious. Tummy hurty, God's strongest soldier is not being brave about it. I'm sorry that your stomach hurts, Doodles. I hope it gets better soon. Yeah, for sure. Hey, can you summon another dark monster? That'd be great. Do I have super poly targets in this? Or I do not. I do not have super poly targets in this, actually. That ain't good. That is not good. OMG, he read that he didn't have any plays. Cal is becoming a god player. We're really lowering the bar on what constitutes a god player these days, huh? Thanks, Zaki. Low-key goated hand. Discard pan with super poly so that Sting can shuffle it back to draw a card. Yup. Probably should have put like a Garura in this. Or like a, I don't know, Mud Dragon or something. Probably shouldn't have Dragoon in this if I'm being honest, but like, hey. Hey, Ole. Yeah, we're gonna Ash Blossom that, actually. Not gonna let you have that one. Not gonna let you have that one, champion. Why don't you have a name? Is this the new equivalent of, like, not having a profile picture on Twitter? Is just not having a name? Well, he's on his way to becoming a god player. As you can see, not quite there yet. Yeah, the first step to being a god player is always the hardest. Why can I super poly? Hey. Hey, game. Why can I super poly right now? Gonna discard pan. Oh. Okay. Sure, yeah. Let's summon this one. Why not? Oh, because it's a spellcaster and a dragon. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's delightful. Thank you very much, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And I guess with Sting, we either get rid of Primera or Gargoyle. Yeah, I'm gonna Sting. We're gonna Sting this. We're gonna get rid of, I think, Primera, because they use it to set up the plays. And then we can shuffle Pan back into the deck, as Zaki so wonderfully pointed out. Or no. Oh well. We done got Ash Blossomed, everybody, but that's fine. They have literally one card in hand. Oh, and we have TTT, so if they activate like an effect or something, we can possibly draw a card. Except now. Except if they do it now. Hey, don't do it now. Hey, wait till my second main phase, actually. Do you mind? Do you mind waiting for my second main phase? That would be grand. Thank you. I didn't even know what Primera was, TBH. It's basically the like setup card for Centure Ion. Ole, welcome to the stream. I don't know if I welcomed you. Welcome to the stream. What happened to Board Game Club? Oh, there's a target. It should be impossible to have no name, but it is possible. I know how. They're just trying to be edgy. Oh, okay. So it's like the, the only true creative name is no name at all. That's the vibe that they're trying to give off. The perfect matchup. Never mind. I don't know if Talents works on that since it's a trap. Oh, right, because it has to be a monster effect. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a board game of sorts. It kind of is, yeah. Card games are just board games. Without boards. They're board games without borders. So any weekend plans, anybody? Oh, wait, has anyone seen the new gameplay trailer for the new Fallout, not Fallout, for the new Fable game? Because I did today, and I am crazy excited, everyone. I am so keen for Fable. Fable has been for quite a number of years now my sort of comfort series. Well, that's a shame. That's a real fucking shame. Fable has been for a number of years now a comfort series of mine because it's not great. Look, Fable is not amazing. And it has never been amazing. And it will never be amazing. Not really. Well, this isn't gonna work because I have no way to get rid of that, so I may as well just set it so that they can't attack directly. But yeah, Fable is not amazing. In rarely any sense of the word. Mechanically or narratively or anything. But I really enjoyed it. It was like a big comfort series for me. And the people behind Forza are remaking it. And I've been keen for this remake for a while. And it looks good so far. It looks really fun. I'm so keen to play it. It's coming out in apparently autumn of this year, so that's like what, September or something like that. I'm so keen for it. I swear if they do some shit like use AI or whatever, I am gonna be pissed. Okay, so I don't think I can actually fuse anything with Cartesia. Yeah. I don't have any dragons in hand. I don't have any spellcasters. This isn't like... This isn't Elbaz, so I can't use cards on any field. If I did have Elbaz, that would be fantastic, because then I could fuse off their Snake Eyes. But I do not, so we're setting Cartesia. Hopefully I will get an Elbaz. Either it will go into the graveyard and I can get Cartesia back, or we can use it to fuse that Snake Eyes off the field. No. I have not. Okay, Zaki, have you ever played a Fable game? I don't know. Fable, the first Fable came out in like 2007. I'm not entirely sure what the general age base of my chat is. I know some of y'all are kind of young, but I don't think you're that much younger than me. Like, I don't know that you would not have been around for any of the Fable games. Well, okay. Now we have an issue. I mean, I have to play Ghost Bell, right? Because I can't just let them get 3,000 damage on me. I can't play Dark Magician. So, yeah. Why the balls is Dark Magician in here? Because Dragoon is in here, obviously. I'm taking Dragoon out. I'll take Dragoon out of this deck. I just like having Dragoon. You need a Draco Tail or a light dark monster? Yep, I do. I do indeed. Fable, huh? Are you a fan of Fable? Has Peter Molyneux hyped people up again? Oh, Lionhead Studios doesn't exist anymore. Oh, Peter Molyneux is not involved with this product. Ah, fuck. Mitsu. Okay, I think we're boned now, gang. I think this is it for us. OMG, he knows the correct book card to set. He's a god player. Jonah, you're being so sweet today. You need a Draco Tail. I read that. But no, I don't know what Fable is. Okay, so Fable was an action RPG in sort of the mid-2000s to the early to mid-2010s. Around about. And it's about generic fantasy England beset by monsters. It was one of those like very heavy morality system games. Kind of like how Fallout is, kind of like Infamous and stuff like that. But the big selling point of Fable was body transmogs. So what would happen is that as the player, you could invest in one of three disciplines, which was like magic, bows and arrows, and swords. And your character's body would transform based off of like which one you invested in. So if you invested in strength, which is like melee combat, then you would get like more muscular and stuff like that. If you invested in skill, which is like ranged combat, you would get like taller and thinner and stuff like that. And then if you invested in will, which is magic, then you would get like these glowing marks on your body. Your character also ages as the game goes on, so they get older and older and older. And depending on what you eat, your character's weight changes. So if you eat a lot of fatty foods, your character gets heavier. And if you eat a lot of like healthy food, your character gets slimmer. It was a really interesting system that had like mixed response, because your character also changed based on the morality of their decisions. And like being evil just made your hair go black. It turned you into a goth basically, which has implications. And then being good just like made you like blonde and tanned, and you eventually got like a halo. It was a weird game. But it was basically about you being a hero and trying to save the land of Albion from whatever evil was terrorizing it. The later games had an unfortunate feature that I don't particularly like in the story, where they kind of made being a hero genetic, and I don't love that. Heroism is something that shouldn't be decided by your genetics, but by your actions. Fuck. Okay, well. Hey, activate a monster effect. No? Okay, cool. Enjoy. Bruh, I'd be so evil then. I'm sorry, but blonde and tanned is not me. I know, right? Like, I way prefer the look of the evil character to the good character. Wish you'd save the Cartesian now, eh? If I had Zaki, I would have lost the turn ago. I mean, sorry, Giorno. If I had Giorno, I would have lost the turn ago. Take Dragoon out and add some super poly targets. That's the plan. Also... I ain't Zaki, you fart. How dare you call me a fart in this Christian Minecraft server? The false prophet has been condemned. Rejoice! You wish you were. Y'all are fun. But yeah, I really like Fable. It made some weird decisions that I think the new game has the opportunity to change, which is interesting. It looks like it's a fun time. And I really am keen to see it come back as a series. It's one of those series that, like, scratches an itch in my brain that's so specific and also at the same time so general. Yes, I wish I were a fart indeed. That's an interesting wish, Zaki. I mean, Jono, fuck, I keep doing that. God, I'm so sorry. What is wrong with me today at this very moment in time, localized entirely within this stream? I ain't Zaki, you fart. Read. Oh, do you want me to read? I have some books here that I can read if you want. I thought you did it on purpose this time. No, I'm just stupid. Sometimes I'm stupid on purpose, but most of the time it's natural talent. But yeah, I have some books over here if you want me to read to you, Giorno. That's fine. I can take a quick 20 minutes out of the stream. Oh, hell yeah, I'd love to hear some books. What are you in the mood for? I have the official Pokemon handbook. The Hobbit. Some Rick Riordan books, if you want. I think I have an Encyclopedia to Pirates here. I have a first aid book. A first aid, like, sort of textbook kind of thing. I think a book about the Roman Empire, because it's just called Quo Vadis. Quo Vadis, sorry. I have some manga if you want the least enjoyable manga reading experience of your life, because none of you can see any of the pictures. Oh, I have the first Skullduggery Pleasant book. I'm staying home today because it's cold and wet outside, and also I slipped and fell. Oh, shit. I'm sorry you fell earlier. You okay? Just hang on. I have to stretch, so my, Oh, hell yes. Manga would be so funny. Do you really want me to get a manga? A volume of manga? And read it to you? Why is everyone doing crap today? It's January comes for us all. That's the only reasoning I can think of. January comes for everyone eventually. Alright, let's edit this deck. 2 pages, that's all. Zaki's not, apparently. Zaki's doing okay. How many? What can I add in place of that thing I just took out? That other stuff I just took out. Nothing permanent, I'm sure. Just feeling sore. Is there someone else near you, Callum? No, I don't think so. You might be hearing my mother speaking to the television. But otherwise, no. If it's this, that's my voice. I'm doing that with my mouth. Let's go, Garura. Garura! What can I add to this deck to make it look good and function well? Add a third Cartesia. Okay. Save. How about fusion deployment for Cartesia and Elbaz? Oh, Jono, I don't have a fusion deployment. For a moment, I thought I heard a cat. You did not. Oh, actually, you might have heard a cat. There are stray cats in my neighborhood. That I have a good relationship with. I actually brushed them the other day. They really enjoyed it. Man, maybe I should put that video on the Discord. I took a video of me brushing those cats. Maybe I should put them on the Discord. It's out of a structure. Also, you built branded, so how? I don't spend money well. But I do know that it's out of the Cyber Dragon structure deck. And I will get it at some point. That's so blessed. It was really lovely. I named them Mango and Avo. I think they used to belong to people who live in my complex. And they got left behind or something. But like my neighbors feed them. We used to feed them for a while before the food got too expensive. And every now and again I just go outside and I like pet them a bit. They're really, really sweet cats too. They come up to you and like basically headbutt your hand. It's really delightful. They're such little sweeties. Okay, so probably the best thing to do is Lubellion to maybe bait out the Baron negate. Okay, Ash Blossom. And they've got a Primite Howl on the field, so they have 2 negates. So we'll do... Oh, God, this sucks. Habudo, you suck ass, dude. Okay, so Branded Regained is on the field. Rahu. Dracotail. Yep, that's fair, that's fair, that's fair. That's so fair, dude. Habudo, that's so fair, dude. Oh. Guys, it's Odeon. It's everyone's favorite deck, Odeon. It's everyone's favorite deck, Odeon. I was thinking about this the other day, like, so, as some of you may or may not know, I used to make a lot of videos about Magic the Gathering. I was a big Magic the Gathering player. And something I've noticed after going through Yu-Gi-Oh's Master Duels ranked duels and Magic the Gathering Arena's ranked duels, I noticed that in Magic, if you're playing standard ranked, aggro is a lot more like prominent because obviously Magic is a lot slower of a game. So having cards that can act immediately, that can attack immediately and do things like instantly for a very cheap cost, even if they aren't like very effective, because one cost monsters in Magic that are attacking with haste on the first turn are doing it for like 1 damage. They're almost always doing it for 1 damage only. But in Yu-Gi-Oh, I find that control is a lot more prevalent because of how much faster it is as a game. Because there's no, like, constant resource you need to cast spells in Yu-Gi-Oh. You can very much end up with your end board on the first turn. Easily. Like, that's the point of most decks, is to basically get to their end board on the first turn. Which means that it's way easier to control the game. Just simply because you have so many more avenues of control, so much more reliably and quickly. And I don't know, I found that interesting. I'm gonna get rid of that. Yep. I don't know that there's anything I can do here. I think this is just sort of it for me. Well, hang on. What I can do is send something to the graveyard. If I send Retribution to the graveyard, I can put a branded spell back in my hand. But I think the only branded spell I have is Regained. And I don't know that Retribution does that. Well, let's see. Even if I get it back onto the field, like, I don't know that it matters because... Oh, I have a branded beast. Cool. Haha, you'll never see this coming, Habudo. You prick. You'll never see this coming, Habudo. You'll never see this one coming. Well, let's see what Habudo is made of right now. Now we see the fiber of his moral character. Okay, no. Certified prick. Certified prick. Didn't let me crash out into a loss. Just fully decided to take this game themselves. Stop losing to onions, Cal. Don't tell me what to do. Bold of you to assume he would spend 500 gems on a structure deck. I think I've learned it's bold to assume anything about Cal. That's not a bad thing, BCW. I am a genuine mystery. I am quite enigmatic. Thank you, Giorno. Yeah, we all hate Habudo out here. With good reason, apparently. This is a fun little combo, though. This is a neat little tactic he's got going on. I like control, and it's good, but it seems like it'll never be as good as combo. I swear, if he drill beams it... Okay, kill him. Kill him now. It really... Like, that's the most dick move thing, right? Like, that you can do. Is to drill beam my 0 attack Ash Blossom when I was just gonna attack into you and end the game a turn early. This feels like... Habudo is playing this game out for their highlights reel. So that they can take a screenshot of it and be like, look how good my deck is. Hey! Hey! Okay, now this is long played. Now this is a reportable offense. Why the fuck are we still doing this, dog? Yeah, I'm gonna activate Mulch Armies. And then report him literally after this turn. I just got a genuine thought of killing a random person named Habudo. The things this game does to you, bro. Right? Like, this is such a douche canoe. The person looks like a fuckboy in my mind, BTW. I mean, his profile picture is, the Sword Soul guy. The Sword Soul Synchro Boss Monster, which isn't a great sign. Why are you activating Temple of Kings? Attack! I have 2,700 life points, an empty field, and 1 card in hand that I haven't been able to use on any of your turns. Just attack me, dude. I've been running my version of the Toon deck. Hey, keep it lit 7. What's your version of the Toon deck? Okay, yeah, now... What the fuck are you doing? Habudo, you stupid asshole. What is going on? Just let me die. What, are you getting all of your dailies in right now? That's the only thing I can assume, is that currently you were getting your dailies in. This is like when they give security guards stun guns. This is the most like card game god complex shit I've ever seen in my life. Into the mind of a control player. It feels like my model is at an angle. Hang on. I think when I was turning to look at my bookshelf earlier. Yep, it is. It was at an angle. I turned to look at my bookshelf earlier, and it must have like snapped the rigging a bit. I need to start tying my hair up for these streams. 'Cause my neck is sweaty. Actually, what is this? What is going on, dude? Do you not have anywhere to be today? Go, branded fusion. Get negated. Habudo. I know you don't want to play this game. Okay, so you're gonna let me get my branded fusion off for some fucking reason. Oh, because it'll make your guy more powerful. Cool. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna negate it? Okay. It's turn 10, dude. Just stop. Just stop. Do you actually want me to win, Habudo? This guy needs to be reported. He will be, don't worry. Worst deck I've ever seen in my life. Can you imagine? I've said it before and I'll say it again. There are some decks that you can just like smell. Mm-hmm. So anyone seen the trailer for Woolhaven? It's looking pretty decent. What's Woolhaven? I blame Habudo for all of our bad days. Keep it lit. What is the tune deck you've been running? Cult of the Lamb DLC. Oh, cool. Okay, so technically, if I keep passing and Habudo keeps passing, eventually they will deck out. Eventually, I will either draw into something that can let me do something, or they will deck out. Real City B2X. I just started what's the best deck to do. I'm a nostalgic fan, so no Pendulum Link and these shit. The best deck at the moment is probably Draco Tail. But better than the Draco Tail I'm playing. No, seriously, just surrender, dude. This guy doesn't deserve your time. I'm not surrendering. I sat through this. I'm not... If you surrender, you don't get anything. I'm at least getting the 50 medals, dude. But we are absolutely going match history. This guy, report, slow play, confirm. Report. Sick. Yeah, I'm not... Like, that's the thing, is that surrendering is what that guy wants. And, like, yeah, I absolutely agree. Some people are just not worth your time. But surrendering means that I wouldn't get anything out of it, and then it would truly be a waste of my time. Something like Blue Eyes, is it good or not? Blue Eyes is pretty decent. Still these days. But it does have Link stuff in it. Which I know you said you weren't a fan of. Draco Tail is probably the strongest at the moment. And docs his ID so we can mass report him. I don't know if that works. Nah. We reported him. Let's just leave it at that. Draco Tail is probably the strongest at the moment. It's mostly fusion stuff. It's actually what I'm playing. But play a better variant of it because I'm not doing well. But yeah, it's just dragons and fusing. It's making stronger dragons out of weaker dragons. I actually saw Cult of the Lamb was on special on Steam recently. I haven't picked it up. Maybe that's something I should look into at some point. I've heard very good things about Cult of the Lamb. Draco Tail is very strong, easy, and is only fusion. Draco Tail or Yummy is the strongest. Blue Eyes is a good nostalgia deck. Very true. Blue Eyes is not bad at all. Blue Eyes can still throw down heavily, but Blue Eyes has a lot of this, has some of the stuff that you don't seem to be keen on. Whereas Draco Tail is just sort of pure fusion. Like, I have Link monsters in my deck, but most of my monsters are fusion monsters. I run Seals and SP in my Draco Tail deck. Don't know if that's normal. No, you absolutely can. You absolutely can run Link monsters, but you also don't have to. Okay, yeah. So, oh, Tenyi Spirit is a level 1 tuner? Huh. Huh. I don't know if that works though. Cause don't all of the Yummy monsters require the Link 1? Yep. Wait, the Yummy Link 1 is allowed in this event? That's crazy. I maybe should have built a Yummy deck. Oh well, after this, I will open up the room, and then maybe we'll do some ranked with my new Yummy Super Quant deck. Is that Tenyi Yummy? It is, yeah. The only problem with Draco Tail is that it costs a kidney. It really does, man. Wrong field spell, compadre. This is the one that destroys things, right? Yeah. You summon a light beast synchro monster and destroy stuff. No, this is not the one you want, homie. Giorno's absolutely right. You want the other one that summons a Yummy monster off of the Link 1 being on the field. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're going to be able to summon the synchros anyway, but like, this is inefficient. This is inefficient, my friend. Yes, activate this so that I can activate this. Or don't. Or don't do that thing. Okay. That's fine. I'm not judging you. I will be activating this, though. Let's discard Branded Banishment, because definitely gonna activate an effect. Yup. Which means I can use Triple Tactics Talent. Now, which one are you going to bring onto the field? Because if it's Cookie Way, I don't think that matters. I think the fusion still happens. If it's Cupsy Way... Okay, that's going to put things into your hand, though. I mean, I could just... Like, I could just... I am tempted. but no. Let's do this. A tactical nuke named Elbaz has hit the field. Tactical nuke! Man, it's been years since I played Call of Duty. That's from Call of Duty, right? I didn't just like show my age and start calling every game that I don't know Call of Duty. The most parent thing in the world is looking at a game console and going like, that's a Nintendo, right? Look at my little puppy dragon. Oh wait, this special summons? Wait, from the deck? Okay. I'm trying to think, because if you summon Cupsy, you're just adding stuff to your hand. If you summon Marshmallow... What? No, why didn't you... Oh, you destroyed Branded... Why did you do that? Why did you destroy Branded Regained? Oh, I guess because I'm about to banish stuff, huh? Let's discard this one. Because I'm still going to be able to activate this. Yeah. So this is going to add something to your hand. Okay. I'm confused by your style, my friend. This and this. And then let's draw a couple of cards real quick. Oh. Then we're gonna get rid of... Well, let's pop... Huh. Put this in the graveyard. Banish Cupsy. And then, yeah, let's just attack, I guess. I always forget that Lubellion can't attack when you activate its effect. I mean, this isn't the cleanest branded board in the world. Not by a long shot. And they're going to be able to pull off some yummy shenanigans now that they have... If he doesn't play like a dumbass, your op wins here. Yeah. Why do you have a branded regained? Were you expecting to banish stuff? I mean, like, I guess Tenyi does that. But Yummy doesn't. The only time Yummy banishes stuff is, I think Cookie. No, Lollipo banishes from my graveyard, yeah. But, like, okay, so then you're gonna add something back to my deck, and then you're gonna draw a card. This feels like such a roundabout use of branded regained. Does Tenyi banish things? Am I missing a big thing here? This feels weird. And rarely situational. And also, Lollipo only banishes stuff from my graveyard if it's summoned by a synchro monster. Otherwise, it just puts stuff back in my deck. Tenyi banishes themselves? Okay. Okay, that makes more sense then. Now, why did you do that? You have... Oh, you used Surprise already. Okay. And then you use this to summon the... You know, speaking of dumbass, I've had this recent problem where people make decisions that at least don't make sense to me at all, and looks like it objectively makes no sense. Yeah? Okay. Do you have examples of... I'm just... Unfortunately, that's just kind of how some people are, but do you have any, like, specific examples that you can share? Okay, so what are you going to add to your hand? I mean, you don't have a marshmallow yet. Another lollipop. For why, though? For why would you do that? Okay. Into... Cupsy way. I mean, I guess you can special summon them. Are you just sort of flexing on me that you have all the yummy cards? Like last stream, that story, if you remember, caring that much about looks sounds dumb to me. I guess so, but I mean... I know for me, at least, looks are important. And some people are just sort of wired differently. It's... I'm not trying to say this to sound like judgmental or anything, but it is a very big part of growing up that you kind of figure out just how different everyone else's interaction with the world is. Because you go into life, right? Understanding to a degree. I'm the one being judgmental, mate. It's fine. No, I get you. But, like, you go into life understanding to a degree, right? That, like, everyone has a different perspective. That everyone sees the world a bit differently. And while you might agree with people, you're always going to have a slightly different view on things. Just simply because you've had different lives. You are different people. But it's tough to always ascertain how different. And as you go through life and you meet more people and you come into contact with, like, more viewpoints and stuff, you start to realize, like, just genuinely how vastly different or vastly indifferent or, like, vastly similar. Well, not similar, but, like, vastly is the word that was wrong there. So vastly different and minuscule differences there are in viewpoints. I always try and look at how other people see it, but some decisions I just cannot see. That's absolutely fair. That's some things just don't compute. And that's just you. That's just how you are. That's not a decision that I think you particularly need to understand. So I don't think it's a big problem that you don't really get it. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those days. You don't want to get up. Everything just sucks. I fucking love the yummies so much. Look at the little cupsies next to this fucking pancake. They're so cute, dude. Look at him. I'm not even mad losing to this deck. I can't be. Look at all the joy. Look at all the joy on display here. Ka-chow. I'm going to put you back in my hand. What's the little lion, goat, winged beast's name? You mean this one? This is Dracotail Arthur Lion. It's what if Arthur was a lion? Imagine. Imagine all the people doing various crimes. Okay, so you're gonna banish that. I'm going to set Rahu. Yes, I will negate the effects of this card. And I will set Kitu. And then absolutely. Was to be expected. And then we're going to add Urgula to my hand. Because I want to get rid of that card. Tequila. Let's destroy Cookie. And then I guess I'm gonna set Sting, because lots of graveyard shenanigans. And then, what am I? I'm going to add Lucius back to my hand. Can I summon Lucius? Have I actually used my normal summon this turn yet? Oh, no, I have. Oh, I used it on Mululu. Yeah. Go. Gulamel. Goo. Go. Ooze. Sick. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Oh, World Chalice Guard Dragon. Yes. That is the youngest form of World Chalice Guard Dragon. I think it has a name, but I don't remember its name. Imduk. That's it. IMDUK. Yeah, we're gonna... And we're gonna banish you. And we're going to banish you. And then I'll destroy Branded Regained. Imduk is the adult version. Well, would its name change based on its age? Turn this back to the deck. Wouldn't it just have the same name, but just like as a baby? They are a baby and I want one. It's a very cute dragon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has some really cute dragons. As a person who wants to be a psychologist, though, and also someone who wants to understand others, it's kind of frustrating. I can imagine that being frustrating. And I'm sorry that you have to go through such a frustrating such a frustrating situation, Giono. It's not easy, and I do promise that it gets easier to understand as life goes on. The important thing is to remember what you value. Truly, my existence is frustrating, yes. Mine too! Samesies. Twinning. But yeah, it is... Life does get a little bit easier to understand as you go on. There's always going to be things that throw you for a loop. But as long as you sort of have made the decision of what kind of person you kind of want to be, I think that you will be able to ground yourself or to anchor yourself in that decision and go forward. Understanding does not get easier as life goes on. I find that it does. I find that the older that I get, the more I kind of understand about people. I'm talking specifically about people. Doodles. I'm not talking about, like, life in general. I'm talking about, like, the day-to-day meeting of people in your various communities. But like I say, it's always there are always going to be loops that life throws at you. Like, what's happening in America is insane to me. I don't understand that at all. But I think when it comes to, like, understanding yourself and the perspective of others and things like that, it gets easier as life goes on when you sort of codify who you want to... Oh. Don't care. I'm the type of person to value the truth a lot. Oh, I won because of the time. Cool. I got 25 gems for that. Why are you angry, bud? We won. My little dog got so mad. I won the game. I guess he wasn't satisfied by the method of my victory or something. He saw me win from timeout and he was just like, a technical knockout is not the same as a knockout. Truth is unfortunately subjective. Yeah. It's weird. This yummy player doesn't want to die. Never mind, I guess he had enough. He didn't have enough. The game had enough of both of us, of our shenanigans. Well, no, but the card name changes. Yeah, I think maybe he does. The problem with World Chalice, right, is that, does anyone want to play in the room tonight, or should I just go straight into ranked? The problem with World Chalice is that there's a lot of, like, spirit shenanigans. And evolution through, like, mystical artifacts. So absolutely Imduk could have changed. He could have become, like, a different kind of person. I'm rooming? Cool. I will, I'll open up the room. Create a room. Room comment. This is using fun decks. Duel with a hobby deck. Limited gaming device. This is a private room. Turn. But yeah, I think as life goes on, it does get a bit easier to sort of figure out what you value in yourself, and then just let the other stuff be so much gravel on the sidewalk. Obviously, you can't ignore everything. That's irresponsible. But there are certain things you can ignore. And it gets easier to do that. Which is funny, that truth, which is supposed to be objective, is a lot of the time subjective. I think people, when it comes to the truth, people treat it as this, like, catch-all. It's always going to be the same. It's like when people say the word objective in terms of, like, media, right? I've talked about this a bit before. Like, people frequently, when they talk about, like, certain media, they say things like, oh, this is objectively bad or objectively phenomenal or whatever, which is always a ridiculous statement, because it's not. It's subjective. It's based off of your opinion of that thing. And yes, while you have some evidence for it, while you have a way to sort of quote unquote prove your opinion, ultimately it's subjective. It's never going to be objective. And unfortunately, that does translate somewhat into real life because everyone has a different perspective on things. But some things are more true than other things, you know? Like, I feel like, people have gotten so used to believing bullshit that they don't see the very real true things that are happening. That's a cool room code. Thank you. I guess let's start off with Yummy. Yeah, why not? Because I don't have to use my... Thank God I started off with Yummy. Super Quant, you cannot stop summoning. But with Yummy, I can just sort of... I'm only going to feed them a couple of cards off of Maxi. Because I do have to summon into some things. Like, I have to summon into Snatchy. And then I have to summon in... get the field spell on the field. Ooh, I just had like some weird frame drops. Hang on. Oh. Okay, so Streamlabs, my chat just crashed. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys... I can hear your model is dead. I don't know what's going on. Something, like, crashed. Or something. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, that wasn't great. Oh, that sucks. I did that in the wrong zone. I hear you, brother. This isn't a dream. Matthew, don't do that to me. Do you know how many times I've genuinely had that fear of, like, am I dreaming all of this? No pretty hair for us crying. I'm worried that the VC face is not a good program because it seems to cause a lot of problems. Atlantean, huh? I don't think I've ever played against an Atlantean deck that wasn't in that one solo mode. Don't worry, I'm just teasing. Thank goodness. My face is gone. It's such a wild message to read. That's such an insane message to read. I got visited by that giant centipede from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Okay, so Atlantean, I worry we might be boned. I maybe should have just played through Max C there. Open source program run by 3 nerds isn't flawless? Huh. Okay, doodles. What, you getting fucking paid by VC face? Is that a sponsored chat message? Might just be the PC you stream on is a potato. It isn't. I fairly recently upgraded this PC, and it could run Master Duel and stream pretty well prior to the upgrades. Like, if anything, it should be better. It's also running all of this... Well, no, VC Face isn't running off of my SSD, is it? Maybe that's the issue. Yes. No one ever expects Ghost Bell. Oh, your name is Orca. Like the whale. Like the whale. I was about to be like, orcas would not do well in this environment, but no, I mean, the only reason they wouldn't do well in this environment is because your board is composed of mainly land. But cold-wise, hell yeah. Oh, you fool. I get to draw a card now. Idiot. And I get to shuffle cards into my deck. Moron. Orca, dumbass. Okay, so... yeah, if I recall correctly, the main point of this deck is to summon that, like, 3-headed sea dragon creature, which is an Xyz monster, I believe. On the subject of subjective truth, I objectively have a lot of candy. What? Ain't no way Cal is calling someone else a moron. I think I'm becoming deaf. I'm allowed to. I have more experience in the field than most people. I can spot a moron a mile away. Oh, Ryuji. Yeah. Guys, look, it's Ryuji. It's Ryuji. It's the Ryuji. These cards look cool. I have to say, the Ryuji cards have always looked really sick. Oop, hang on. Like, look at that. That looks awesome. That looks sick as hell. Why is it only showing these ones? Man, Master Duel is so weird about, like, related cards. Sometimes it just doesn't. This one's also sick as hell. Yep. Alrighty, Orca. Good game. Subjectively, my sister sees this candy and thinks she doesn't need all this candy. I have no candy. She won't miss a few pieces. Subjectively, I paid for them, and therefore... I feel like you're using this whole subjective truth conversation as a way to complain about your sister. When you could just do that. You don't need a reason to do that. You're welcome to just do that. I'm psyched to duel with you. Let's get going. I like that the grippy hands are like... either viewing Yummy Cupsy through an orb of some kind, or protecting him. Shut up. Subjectively, I paid for them, and therefore it doesn't matter how much I have versus how much he has. It was my candy. Aww. Someone didn't learn sharing. It is caring, you know? Ooh, you got the Rika, mate base. That's pretty. Alrighty. Let's do this. We're gonna Scarstraka mobilize into Sky Striker Mecha. Into the token. Kind of rude, Jorno. Kind of pretty fucking rude, actually. There we go. So red is going to add white to my hand. White is going to add elfin. Black is going to add layer 19, although I already have a layer 19 in hand, so I don't really need to. This is going to add white to hand. This will add... If I add that... Take that to the no, that's not going to work. Let's add another layer 19. Okay. We add another elfin to hand. We're going to layer 19... into blue layer. Summon Zatan. Zatan! Zatan the all-knowing and all-powerful. We're going to white layer. Send red to the graveyard. Activate red to put black on the field. Activate white to... I suppose I didn't really need to activate white there, but who cares? To send white to the graveyard. Black will go onto the field. That's not going to summon Magna Liga, but that's fine. No. We'll activate this. Send Spike to the graveyard. And we will summon Black Layer. Because when we summon Black Layer from the deck, we can activate its ability to immediately Xyz into Magna Liga. Using the red layer in our graveyard. We activate Spike in the grave to get the field spell. Activate this. Pitch the Elfin to summon Grand Blue. Yeah, we've unfortunately fed Jono a lot of cards, but that's just sort of life. Then we will use the 2 7s to create Luster X. And then we will activate the field spell. Hopefully this doesn't get interrupted. To create an 8 material King Magnus. And now we don't have to worry about whatchamacallit. Fucking Mulch Army anymore. So now we can just summon without anything. Without any worries. No. But I can summon Cupsy. And I'm going to add Cookie to my hand. And then if Jono tries to Nibiru, they'll wipe the Cupsy and it'll wipe the Kagari. Well, that's a shame. Okay. That's fine. Then we're going to use this to summon Lollipo. And the main reason for that is to get it out of the link zone. So I can do this. And then we'll bring Cookie back. I'll put layer 19 on the field. And we can't add anything to the hand, so Cupsy Way is pointless. Cookie Way is pointless. We'll save that for the next turn. It was either this or use my X as an example of subjective truth, and we do not have time or patience for that. I paid for it. Subjectively, I am selfish. Objectively, Callum is a dick. That's fair. No, it's true. You did pay for it. It's yours. People shouldn't take it without your permission. That's shitty. And it shouldn't happen. I'm sorry that your sister is doing that. So here's the fun thing, is that Magnus is a one-sided floodgate. Okay. Target one monster, okay. Mirage. Oh, this is also yummy. That's interesting. All right. We're going to this just makes it not be destroyed, yeah? Yeah, that just protects it from destruction. I'm going to roll that back into the deck. And then I'm going to shuffle things back into my deck. We'll shuffle. Boop, boop. Okay, now, what are you going to do, Jonah? Now you can special summon the Mitsurugi, but you can't actually add anything to your hand. So you can bring this back. Do you have a Link 2 that I'm not thinking about? Maybe the Nightmare Phoenix to get rid of my field spell? No, Camellia. Oh, okay. Send to the graveyard, target one monster your opponent controls. Special summon this card to your opponent's field. Send that targeted monster to the graveyard. Alrighty. Do this. This will let me draw a card. Okay, so this is gonna link off into Kagari. And then it all depends on what Camellia targets. Yeah. The thing is, Magnus is making this really difficult because Mitsurugi, most of its effects are adding cards to the hand. So because Magnus has got more than 6 materials, my opponent can't do that. Okay. Is the plan to just attack with Kagari? Try and kill Cupsy? What would I summon here? Maybe Lollipo? And then I can summon Cupsy and Snatchy back. And then Synchro off. You normal art Kagari could not be me. Y'all are so bougie. Okay. What are you gonna select? My 2 yummies? Yeah, no, actually. Gonna pop that back into the deck, probably, to get 2 of your yummies back. I am going to do this. Ooh, actually, I could also summon a cookie. Wait. There we go. Gonna activate Cookie Way to get some yummies out of your graveyard as well? No. Because then I would just activate mine to get yummies out of my graveyard. This is interesting. Mirror matches are so interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Oh, shit. I only have 60 seconds left. Damn. It's been a while since I've worn down the clock like this. Oh, shit. Called by. That was a good play, Jorno. That was a pretty good play. Okay, so this is going to be able to add something back to the hand. What is it going to add back? Prez? Yeah. Okay, what am I going to do next turn? What am I going to do next turn? The only Super Quant card I have left, the only Super Quant mech I have left is Ouroboros, which I need green layer for. Okay. What does Marshmallow do again? It adds a spell or a trap. The funny thing is that the more yummies that Giorno summons, the stronger mine get, because I'm the one with the field spell. Snatchy, yep. Snatchy can put the field spell onto the field directly, so it's not adding to the hand. Oh, just had the field spell in hand anyway. But this is the one that, no, it's the same as mine. Yeah, okay. Thoughts and prayers for your card deck? Thank you. I require many thoughts for these cards to work out in my favor. What are you gonna do? Lollipo to summon back from the graveyard. Because you don't actually need to use the effect of Snatchy. These function off of just you can summon them with Link 1, so you don't actually need to use Snatchy's effect, so it doesn't matter if its effect is negated. That's, yeah. It'll also make all of these cards stronger. Well, I can summon Green Layer. Okay. Shamisen. Yeah. What's the purpose of Shamisen in this deck? The purpose of Shamisen in my deck is to go into Immortal Dragon to put Black Layer in the graveyard. Okay, yeah. Shamisen can put Synchro back into that. Sorrow-Cat recycles Herald after you use it to search Habakiri off the first Herald. Oh! Okay, but they didn't use Herald. Jono didn't use Herald. Because, obviously, they couldn't search anything because of Magnus. Okay, so Sprite Elf. Into SP Little Knight. Do I have SP Little Knight in my deck? I do not. So now that's bad. This is going to be able to summon. I'm going to dump you into the graveyard. No. White Layer into the graveyard. Yeah, that's to be expected. Okay, what Mitsurugi monster are you gonna special summon? You still can't add things to your hand because Magnus has still got 6 or more material. What the wait, what the fuck? Magnus has 6 material. This is such a weird thing that happens every time. Magnus has 6 material. The effect should still function. It has to be different names as material. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so I should have dumped one of the black layers. Yeah, dude, I'm just dead. No, I don't think so. I could run out of time. Okay, no, yeah. I did misplay though. Apparently I misread Magnus, and I got rid of its floodgate effect because it's meant to have different named cards as material, as Zucky pointed out to me. But that was fun, dude. Kind of hard to deal with floodgates and yummy monsters. Magnus is really good, as it turns out. I am so happy with Super Quant. I'm so happy with Super Quant Yummy. It's been a very fun time playing this deck, I gotta say. I'm really enjoying it. Enough time for a rematch? Unfortunately, well, no, not unfortunately, actually. Your boy, Streamer Man, has recently fixed his sleep schedule. I'm going to sleep and waking up at a reasonable hour, according to you normies. According to you weirdo circadian rhythm people. So no, I'm tired. Yeah, whoa, exactly. No more going to sleep at 8 in the morning for me. No more staying up all night working on things. You are not the cow I know. Shut up. Don't make me feel bad about it. I already feel like my mojo is leaving me. But yeah, no more staying up until literally 8 in the morning working on stuff. Now I wake up around 8 in the morning. It's crazy. Love the snack kitties, dude. Me too. This has been really fun. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Keep an eye out. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Are you talking to the cats or me? I hope the cats, because they are all sweeties. Never has a saying been more apt. But yeah, it's been fun. I've been enjoying, this. I don't know, I sort of started that sentence, and it left my hands. I lost control of it immediately out of the gate. Anywho, have a good weekend, everybody. Keep an eye out for content. Keep an eye out for each other. Keep an eye out for yourselves. Stay safe, stay watching, stay kind, stay friendly, stay away from people named... What was that guy's name? Hang on. Hang on. From people named Habudo. And as always, everybody, stay magical. So long.